Hello guys, and welcome back. Today we're gonna discuss what junglers should do in the mid game. So, do you run to a situation when in the mid game you don't know what to do anymore? You're thinking to yourself, what should I do? I already cleared all the camps, I already got all the lanes I had. I have 2 level advantage on the enemy jungler. How can I exceed my lead and continue pressuring all the lanes, right? So, first of all, you need to focus on the objectives. The most important thing is to get to objectives. Another great thing to do is keep pressuring all enemy laners. So for example, right here, Graves decides that it's a great idea to pressure with Akali into being in a bad spot. At the same time, in mid game, you need to start grouping a lot of your team and help your team to even get bigger advantage and continue pressuring the enemy team. You should always utilize every advantage that you can and optimize your lanes. For example, right here, the Herald was perfect because we can easily break the tier 2 turret and maybe we can even go for tier 3. If we really commit to it, we could get a tier 3 turret too. And after tier 3 turret, that's nothing more you can do about it, and you need to go back and get the other objectives. Because we have tempo advantage and we just got 2 turrets mid, we can easily get this tempo advantage and get the Drake as well. And if enemy team tries to contest it, we're gonna die for it, and it's not gonna work out. At the same time, you don't need to overextend, and you always need to buy at certain thresholds when you get bigger power spikes and bigger advantage in the game. So right here, what Graves decided to do, because he only has 1.2k and he doesn't have enough to buy another item, and he sees a play happening bot side, he decides to help the bot lane instead of recalling and clearing his camp stop, because he's one of the strongest members of his team and he needs to participate in these team fights. So he instantly paths to kill both jungler and the mid laner or support at the bot side. Whenever he's low, he's backing off, and now, even though that he doesn't have enough money to buy an item, but he's not healthy enough to help the teammates anymore. In this case, I wouldn't recommend for lower divisions to stay in this bush because it might be hoarded, and this might be a big mistake like you can see in this replay. So whenever you're low, I would just recommend, because this is a little bit advanced, because this is master tier, that's why he expected that he can still help his teammate even through that he was low health. But this is a bit of mistake from the master player, but it happens, nothing you can do about it. So first thing he does he takes raptors into red, and right here, why do you think he didn't go for a Krugs? So he saw the top lane pushing into them, slow pushing. But what he wants to do, he wants the wave to hard shove in the turret, so the minions could easily get the turret, and we wouldn't need to commit more people to get this turret. This is a little bit more advanced in wave management, but you can always utilize it. He's gonna take another wave, and he's gonna take a turret. What he got done, just let the minions push in and get the turret itself. But because we saw that a lot of people are bot side, we decided to pressure the top and get the objectives to open map even more. Even though that was really close and the Graves needed to kite back, he did it because the Akali was 0-6 and she couldn't finish him off. At the same time, the Graves continues to pressure the map and continues to push his team to victory. After he's low health, you might say, oh, you could easily do Baron because enemy jungler is dead, but the problem is that everyone is too low health and we don't have a hard carry like Vayne who can melt the Baron. Their team comp is not made for a Baron, and only at certain scenarios it's good to go for a Baron, which is, for example, enemy jungler and one of the carries are dead. So what Graves does now, he does wolves into blue, he gives the blue to the Zinnian, and then he continues to pressure the enemy jungler and continues to deny the camps from her. At the same time, he's hunting to push his advantage even more by killing a Fiora, who's clearly out of position. So he utilizes every single mistake of enemy team and keep pressuring because the dragon is spawning soon. So you always want to pressure and make plays before dragon spawns, because dragon is really important. And in season 10, it's really important to get 4 dragons and get the dragon soul. 90% of the games are won by getting the dragon soul. So let's continue. He's gonna get the dragon, and after he gets the dragon, he recalls. It's really important to see that he's only recalling 900 gold. Even though that he has not enough money to buy any significant item, he still recalls. Even though he could maintain his health and stay healthy in the jungle, he doesn't want to overextend, and he's just gonna buy instead of wasting his time walking all the way to Raptors. He can buy and heal up and get all the mana back and become even stronger. In higher divisions, every single gold matters. So even though he only got Sarah's Dirk, that's still 30 AD and 10 lethality and might be game changer in the later stages of the game. And you should never be mad when the allies are taking the Krugs, and you should always go like farm up somewhere else. For example, your teammates took the Krugs, so instantly what Graves did, he instantly went mid to catch a wave in. You might ask, why he didn't come here? And they could fight 4 versus 3. Because this is higher divisions, he knows that if he comes top, it's gonna be waste of time because enemy team just can kite them back and nothing gonna happen. Instead, it's more consistent to just go mid and grab the wave mid. So he wave clears mid. At the same time, he a little bit misplayed and overcommitted on the Ezreal. It's fine, it happens. Until all the macro decisions are correct, it doesn't matter that he dies 1v1 against Ezreal. So now let's continue and see what happens. So the Graves responds and he instantly goes to his red buff. After he gets his red buff, he's gonna look to play around Baron. He's gonna wave clear mid. You always need to wave clear mid before making any plays. For example, right now Fiora is dead, and it would be a great time to force a Baron. But the teamfight occurs, and he just kites back instead of committing because he knows that the Fiora is dead and we can easily do Baron. Before doing Baron, he catches up a wave and starts with Baron. The Baron is kinda slow, but we have a lot of time window. At the same time, right here Fiora respawned, and a teamfight occurs because enemy team doesn't want to give a Baron for free. So instead of forcing and continuing on Baron, when it's really high health, Graves decides to join the teamfight and try to kill the Eve. He succeeds killing enemy jungler, and they continue doing the Baron. Because we have really strong frontline, which is Maokai, and he's really fed, they can easily finish the Baron. But at the same time, look at the enemy team and their macro play. They know we can't contest the Baron because Evelyn is dead and they don't have any way to smite the Baron. So instead, they decided to pressure mid and they fled the mid wave, so they stole as much as possible from the enemy team Baron. Akali gets caught, and that's fine. After Graves comes back, he continues doing the camps and continues to group the team to maintain the pressure and always try to force fights because we have advantage and he wants to maintain the advantage towards enemy team. Even though that This might seem really aggressive, and this is over-aggression. It's better to be over-aggressive than waiting for enemy team to come back to the game. Plus, without being aggressive, you will never learn how much aggression you can handle. For example, right here, he knew that he was safe. He knew he can easily force these fights because he's ahead and he can easily snowball the game himself. Even though he dies here, it doesn't matter because he's forcing the plays and he's trading his 3 lives for just only 1 life. So now he knows the dragon is safe and they can easily get the mountain soul, and after you get the mountain soul, it's pretty easy to win the game. So that's about it for mid-game Graves Jungle. Thanks for watching the video and can't wait to see you in the next one.